Okay, hello. So, my name is Nelson. We're just gonna go over some pre-exercise testing and pre-testing and some other general basics for just you in general. We know we've looked at your record. We've seen much of your diagnosis. We've seen that you have COPD. So we just want to try to clarify some things with beginning with, like I said, pre-exercise. We want to really look at testing, especially too, and I'm gonna hopefully guide you through an exercise program just to put you at ease. So let's get started, I guess. So when we're looking at pre-exercise, especially for someone like you, someone with COPD, we're really looking to take that into account. We want to make sure you're not super dizzy. We want to make sure we strengthen those muscles so you could just do regular activities every day. So when we're looking at these other types of patients, especially like you, we're really looking for like dyspnea. We're looking at shortness of breath or just anything that we could catch before we want to put you through any type of exercise. So we really want to see where along you are, where you're comfortable, and what we could do for you. So we could just, help you get along, whether that's, just walking upstairs, just going out by yourself, walking in general, hopefully getting into some physical activity, some exercise. That's really the main goal. So with that being said, like I said, we're looking for that. We're looking for other symptoms. Maybe we're looking at prior family history. We're looking at if you had family that were current or even prior smokers. We just want to know that before we even put you through exercise. So when we're looking at that, we're also gonna probably introduce you to a Borg scale, just kind of like measure like your RPE, which in your RPE, it's just the rate of perceived exertion, just like the rate in which you feel like comfortable doing certain exercises. So we're not doing too much work, and so you can actually go through with a lot of stuff. And so, like I said, we're looking at medical history. We want to get you in for a physical exam. We just want to see any underlying family history, like I said, any long-term, short-term diseases, anything else you might have going on with yourself. And I'm thinking we really do want to put you through a spirometry test as well. We just want to see where you're at when you breathe, see like your shortness or breath, if you're really struggling with certain things throughout your life, or even, like I said, just exercise. And so when we're getting into testing, we're probably going to put you through probably a 6-minute walk test, I'd say. We're really only going up to a certain like intensity. We don't want to make it too intense for you. We also don't want to make it too easy for you. We just really want to see where you're comfortable walking. And so when we're talking about that, we're gonna make sure when we're putting you through this test, we're gonna probably be in a closed facility. We want to make sure you're the most comfortable as possible. We don't want to have any environmental shifts. We don't want anything to occur, especially while we're testing you. And so through testing, we're gonna really monitor O2 saturation somewhere between the 88 and 92% range. We want to really see how you feel, especially through this test. We're gonna probably, like I said, use some Borg scale. We're gonna use a talk test to make sure you're okay throughout every part of this test as well. And we just want to see how you feel. Like I said before, we're gonna use some RPE just to see where you're at, just see how you could do. And yeah, so I guess we'll go right into the exercise program we have planned for you. So before we start with that, I just want to introduce a term you might not know. The term is ADLs, or activities of daily living. So when we were coming across your case and across your program, we really wanted to see like things that cater to you. So like we first start, we really want to go low and slow. We really want to work up to other things that you could do on a daily basis, whether it's walking upstairs every day, just being able to common things. Maybe it's just walking from your bedroom to the bathroom. we want to make sure you feel comfortable doing that. And so, for an exercise program that we have ready for you, we're looking at 2 to 3 days to start, probably Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, we're really going to focus on, walking. I'd say walking up stairs, even if it's not a bunch. We're just going to look at, a little bit of steps that we could take to keep that rhythm going. Like I said, we want to make sure you're feeling comfortable, and even through those days, like say Wednesday, we're probably going to have you doing more seated exercises. We want you to do just some pursed lip breathing as well. Like I said, just stuff to make you have more autonomy for yourself. We want you to feel strong. We want you to feel good about yourself. When it comes to, like I said, exercise program, we're really looking for something that caters to you. So, like I said, Monday, we're probably going to work on some type of stair movement just to keep some light aerobic work going. We're going to obviously warm you up a little before that and then get you into that. Wednesday, we're going to just probably go out for a nice walk. Nothing super crazy. We're just going to make sure that day is really nice too. We don't want to catch you on an off day, especially if weather permits. Then Friday, we're going to try to include some resistance training. Honestly, we're going to probably do some seated resistance training, possibly with bands, and see how you like that, and then go from there. And then for the next week, I'm thinking possibly same thing. Monday, we either start with stairs again, or even going into that next week, we'll try some water aerobics. I know it's really good on. We know it's really good on your bones, and so we could get you moving, get you just through those times, and just feeling good. And then Friday, like I said, we'll probably wrap it up with just maybe a little bit more walking. Whether that's even from here to your mailbox, we want to make sure, like I said, you're feeling good. We want to make sure what you're doing is appropriate to how you're feeling throughout your everyday life. And so, as you can kind of see, we're kind of like increasing what we could do every week, not dramatically, obviously. We're just seeing, what you could do, and pretty much prescribing things to just have you be able to do things by yourself again. And so, onto say the third week, we're gonna include some probably longer walks. I'd want to say maybe we're gonna walk from our lawn, and we're gonna just walk down the trail for a bit, maybe quarter of a mile and back, and we're just gonna see how you feel. If you're not feeling it, we're definitely gonna make some cuts. We're gonna make some modifications and see what we could do at that point. And so, like I said, we're gonna start there, and then probably gonna put you on a bike, I'd say, just to see how you're feeling. So it's taking a little bit less stress off your chest. So if you are having any symptoms or anything like that, we want you to feel, like I said, just comfortable. We want you to feel good. We want you to feel great about what you do, and we want you to exercise. That's the whole goal. We want you to be healthy. And so, like I said, prior weeks, we're gonna probably just put you through some slight resistance training at the end of the week as well. This time, I think we're gonna maybe even give you 2.5 pound dumbbells and see if we could do some arm raises. We just really want to get your body moving, your upper and lower extremities all together, and see what we could do for the future. And so, with that being said, we're really, like I said, we're really looking to see how you feel. We want feedback from you as well. I want to know what you think for this as well, and we'll see from there. And so, when we're also talking about testing, and in that testing phase before we actually get into exercise, we really want to, I really want you to let me know if there's any signs or any feelings in your chest that are feeling tight, if you have any pain or pressure, say in your jaw, your arm, shoulders, and chest. I don't want you, if you're feeling weak or dizzy, let me know. And if I notice any, dyspnea, if you're feeling like you can't progress the exercise anymore, that's okay. We're gonna end testing, and that's it. But yeah, like I said, there's, hopefully that answers a lot of things that you're wondering or asking. If there's any other questions you'd like to know, just let us know. But like I said, we're here for you. We want to make sure the exercise you're doing is fun, and we just want to make sure you get back to what you want to do.